Good morning, everybody. This is NCP. What interesting times we live in now. More interesting than we want to. I mean, yeah, I'm trying to say things without saying things so I don't get my channel struck. But I pulled back on the videos a little bit. And I've been focusing on other things in my life, health-wise and stuff. It's all good. It's all good. But what's going on in the world today? I don't know. You try to do preps for what you can. And you prepare as best you can. I'm just not sure. Oh, excuse me. Big yawn. I'm just not sure what direction preps need to take now. I mean, I'm planning to get fruit trees instead of just doing a regular garden, because I worry about deer. They're my biggest threat. They'll say, "Oh, look at this, thank you." My neighbor was doing their winter garden, and hold on a second, and drink. There, I wetted my whistle with soda. The neighbor's doing a winter garden, and he does free-range chickens. And they went over there and just destroyed his garden. They just destroyed it. I didn't know chickens did that. But they come over here, and I've got those boxes out back for the raised planters. I haven't did much because I want to do a gravel in between them, but I'm thinking now, that was a poor choice. And that was more like an art project, I guess. I should just put down like straw bale and just get the garden going, It's been like 2 years, I think. I mean, now, in all fairness, last year I was kind of sick, so, being in the hospital and stuff is no reason to get out there and work in the garden. But now, I don't know what I'll do with them. I think if I plant anything, it'll be root vegetables, and I have to kind of put it away because I don't want to get stolen, and I don't want deer. Now, they have a small electric fence I could just wrap around there, and that probably take care of deer. I got a metal mesh on the bottom, so things burrowing up shouldn't get it. But I'll probably do root vegetables or something. I don't even know. It's just so much easier to go out and buy a bag of freeze-dried vegetables from one of the big stores, Lowe's, or not Lowe's, Sam's Club, or Costco. Buy the big bags. And if I buy, I don't know, I think they're like $5 or $6 each. Let's say I buy 10 of those. That's far cheaper than me gardening. And it's now. It's not a future expectation. Now, I got seeds put away, but I can just do that and freeze dry them, which I've been slacking on, to be honest. Ouch. So I need to get my butt on and do that. I need to go buy like a couple cases of them. And freeze dry them. Now the neighbor is always offering me eggs. He got more than he can deal with now. And I politely refuse, because I don't need I go to one of the box stores and I buy 15 dozen eggs at a pop. And I eat a lot of eggs. I do. It's good for diabetics. Low carbs. I'll probably have maybe 10 carbs for breakfast and be stuffed and miserable. But if you have chickens, I don't know. And then he's going to have to defend them if there's ever an issue. If famine comes, which I don't think it will, but if it does, I mean, a lot of things that happen I didn't think would. But people just take his chickens, He's got, I don't know, maybe 10 chickens, I guess. I haven't really counted, but probably about 10. 5 to 10. They run around doing their things. You know, he's got a couple of roosters, and it's like you can't really have stealth roosters. The things scream. I mean, not very loud, but they're still young. But they are laying. The chickens are laying. The hens are laying eggs. So I don't know. So I don't think that's a dependable thing. Now I can just take a dozen eggs and crack them on the freeze drying tray, and they can be used for whatever. Originally, I was scrambling them, cooking them, and put them away to make like little mountain house meals. But I don't think that's a good idea now. I got a bunch of those, but it's not really a good idea. Regular egg can be used in baking or whatever. Whatever you can use a real egg in. I think you can still scramble it if it's freeze dried. Or raw egg freeze dried, but I don't know. Most of my stuff is vegetable, and not a lot of proteins, and that's got to be rectified. Like ham and stuff like that. I haven't really did that. the only ones I did was sausage, and that was for gravy and biscuits. So my experience is it takes a long time to rehydrate. Meat hydrates far slower. Now, if I dehydrate a steak, I could just put it in like a bowl of beef broth or water, but whatever, any type of thing, and it'll rehydrate, but it's slow. Proteins are hard and they're slow to rehydrate. So, and the gravy, I gotta wait a long time. A steak, I don't know, I just put it out in the morning and let it go, but I don't know. Freeze drying is good because you can do whatever. Last night, well, no, the night before we had keto chicken lasagna. Oh no, keto lasagna. It had meat in it. Excuse me. Had meat in it, and we used zucchini, sliced zucchini as the noodles. And it wasn't a lot of carbs. It was maybe 10 carbs for a quarter of it. Or 26 carbs. So that didn't spike diabetes blood sugars at all. Well, a little bit, but not much. This morning I'll probably have a zucchini and egg fritters, which look like pancakes, but they're zucchini. You squeeze out all the juice in a dish rag or clean dish rag from the zucchini. You shred it, put it in there, and then you mix it with egg, and then you fry them like pancakes. So that'll be fun. We'll try that today. I don't think I've tried it. On Reddit, there's something called Keto Recipes, so it's Reddit /r, I think, / Keto Recipes. But just go on reddit.com and type in keto, Keto, and then the word recipes, and you'll find it. You'll find a bunch of different forums on that, and it's, I don't know, you could probably eat a year and not eat the same thing twice. I mean, it's so much. And then once you learn keto, because I'm trying to lose a few pounds here, you'll find out you'll eat all this keto, and you'll eat a lot of stuff. And keto would be good because I don't need insulin when I eat keto. I mean, I don't need insulin if I get off my fat butt, and do a lot of exercise. But I just don't wonder right now. The gyms are closed. I think they're reopening now, but it's been a year and I've got a little fatter. Like everybody. I'm eating and not doing things. That's what's gonna happen. It's math. More calories in than out. Keto tends to have a lot of calories, so you gotta watch it. But anyway, this is looking for. I'm just gonna let you guys know what's going on the channel. I'm gonna slack off. I've been doing about one video every 2 weeks, and sometimes they're blog videos like this. I still never put in the circuit breakers out there, or the can't even think. The ones that stop power surge, surge suppressors. They're basically just two circuit breakers that go on both lines of the main, or both phases, and it's probably a 2 or 5 minute install. Pull the cover off, put in one white wire, which is the neutral. Wait, neutral? Yeah, neutral. Line, neutral, white one. And then just plug it in push in the breakers. You could do this while the whole breaker panel's hot. Huh, I'm not gonna because it could go horribly bad. But I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna turn off power and do it. Like I said, it's probably you tighten one screw on your neutral bus bar, put the wire in and tighten the pigtail in there and do it. Tighten it down. Realistically, it'll take about as long as putting a screw in a piece of wood. Just nothing. Now I won't use an impact driver or anything, put all kinds of torque on there and destroy it, but I'll do it tight. It'll be good. And then in a couple minutes, they'll have 2 lights on them, and as long as those lights are on, it's good. If the light's blurring out, it means that the device has served its purpose and it's time to buy a new one. It's damaged inside and broken. That's it. They don't have the resets on them, as far as I know. I don't know. Anyway, I babbled on here for a good 11 minutes. Not saying anything other than, get ready. Alright guys, it's NCP. I wish you all well. Like I said, I'll do a video in a couple days, maybe a week, or maybe 2 weeks at the most. But be safe and buy preps now. I mean, don't go out and burn your credit cards or anything, because the way things work, they work slowly. It's not surprise. Everything changes. Like I said, I don't know how the country's leaders are going to react. I know what they say, but if you're talking about the guy that's not your party guy, you believe everything he says. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do such and such, and none of them ever do. So I don't know. Just get ready to weather the storm. Whoever your politician is, whether it was Obama or Trump, you survived it. And now, like I said, I don't know if Trump's going to get elected or not. With all the electors or whatever, I don't know. I'm feeling like just staying away from all media for the next week. Or, when's the inauguration? 20th? And then just see what happens on the 20th. We'll see what happens. I don't know. Like I said, I worry about the people more than I do the politicians. What the crazies will do to me. But I don't know. Just stay safe, everybody. Especially with coronavirus, I don't want to go out to the store every other day. So I tend to buy food and put it, safe, And I do home delivery when I can. But a lot of times home delivery doesn't apply to things that are cold. So, you gotta be careful of that. I don't order some ground beef and have me sit in the back of some guy's car all day while he's doing all those other deliveries. I'm not good with that. Or especially some chicken, where it sits there for 5 or 6 hours in the sun, and then it gets here, it's oh, here, put in your freezer. Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't think that's good. So, everything I can order, I do. I've got the ozone decon out there, so I can put it in there, a bench thing that goes outside if I go in the front room. I'm sure I did a video of it. And I have an ozone generator running in there. And then I get away from the area because ozone will tear up your lungs. And just let it degrade. And then I'll go ahead and wipe everything down with a cloth, which either has quat on it, quaternary ammonium compounds. And I'll sterilize it that way and wear gloves and, I'll do what I can do. I'm not sick, so I went to the doctor the other day to get some blood work done, and that was all. It was good, The potassium's right on the borderline, but that, I've been eating a lot of mushrooms, so they're full of potassium, so maybe that's what it was. Everything else is fine. Everything is bad. Kidneys are good. Everything's good. Thyroid was just a little bit high. The thyroid sensing hormone was a little bit high, but that could be caused by too much iodized salt, and I have been doing a lot of salt. You know, I've never lost taste or anything. I never go out unmasked with a mask slash respirator, a powered mask. Never go outside without it. Well, that's not true. I go outside, but I'm never near people without a mask. I'll put it that way. And when we have the groceries delivered, we're all masked up and gloved up. And then anytime we have contact with a person, we immediately come inside and get dressed, and undressed, take a shower immediately. Throw the clothes in the ozone chambers. Let them get a heavy dose of ozone. And put on another set of clothes, and just let the ozone set in there until it breaks back down into regular oxygen, or regular O2, instead of trioxide or atomic oxygen or whatever, ozone. So, and then throw them in the wash. This has increased our resource use for laundry detergent and stuff, but that was easily, adapted. But like I said, we don't go anywhere. We stay at home and play on the computers. But anyway, that's neither here nor there, just me babbling. It's now 16 minutes, I think. 16 and a half minutes. So be safe, be prepped, keep your family safe. I do believe coronavirus is a real thing. Now, whether it's being made political, make your own judgment call on that. However, I'll just say this, and this is a big deal, I think. When the higher ups or the higher echelon of society gets sick and dies from it, maybe it's real. I think it's real. I've known people got sick from it. I've had incidences where, in California, my friends, one friend in the house would get it, lose taste, smell, test positive, and the other roommates never tested positive. Never, no matter what. But they did say they lost taste and smell, and they did not test positive, so I don't know. So, you can take that for what it's worth. I'm not sure what it means. So, it looks like, I'm pretty sure they were all positive, but they never tested positive. And, they shoved the thing all the way up their nose. One of them said he shoved it up so far he hit his butthole from the nose. So I figure that's probably deep enough. But I don't know. It's a lot of stuff is unknown about this, and that's a real bad thing. Now we've been taking zinc, 50 milligrams. I'm taking a baby aspirin every day. I'm taking a vitamin C complex 1000. I take D3, 5,000 units. Now I've been taking that for years for eye floaters, which I don't have anymore. So either they got rid of them, or it took, and most likely they just got into some crevice in my eye that I can't see and stuck to the walls. But whatever, they're gone. And there's something else I take. Baby aspirin, zinc, vitamin. A B plus. I take B plus. Now I've heard of people taking other things. I don't know. They take some dewormer. I forget, icomycin or something like that, or I don't know what it is. It's what you give your dog or your horses to deworm. I'm not cool with that, but I'm also not out in the world with people either. So. They take it as prophylactic. I could probably ask my doctor for some medical grade stuff. They tend to give me whatever I ask for, but I do a lot of research before I ask for it. So, like I said, I got a little bit of, I think I'm retaining water in my legs so you can dent them a little bit. And I told the doctor, I go, I want some Lasix. He's like, touched my legs and tested and said, you have a lot. And I said, yeah. And he goes, do you have any in your chest or any of that? And I said, no, just my legs. So they said, okay. And gave me a low dose. I don't know if it was 10 or 50. I don't remember. I haven't picked it up yet. But, I went and I did my research and, hey, man, what do I need for this, So he said, oh, don't take it at bedtime because you'll pee a lot. And I said, but take care of yourself. Take care of your health. Don't ignore things now. I mean, I was apprehensive of going to the doctor, because that's where sick people go. It's been a year that I've been on a CPAP, and I sleep well. And, coincidentally, my wife sleeps better because I don't snore. I was having an event every 30 seconds. No, is that right? I think I want to say an event or 2 events per minute, but I don't think that's right. But it was a lot. It was an extreme lot. And every time you stop breathing, you lose oxygen. That's not good. So there's a lot of bad things. And yet the guy who's telling you how well he sleeps is yawning. But there's a lot of bad things from sleep apnea that happens. A lot. I haven't had those. But I canceled my appointment next month, or the end of this month, I guess, for my sleep specialist place. I go once a year. And I said, I want to cancel it. And they said, okay, why? And I said, because of, coronavirus. I don't want to go hang out with sick people. And they, okay, well, you want to reschedule, or, I said, no, I'll just wait till it's done. They go, would you like a phone interview? And I said, yeah, we could do that. I mean, I went in and adjusted the settings myself. And I told the doctor, the first time I did it a year ago, I said, I went in and I changed the thing on this ResMed AirSense 10 AutoSense thing. I said, I found the instruction on the internet, I went in and changed the settings. And she goes, well, I see you have about 1 event an hour now, or half an event an hour. Oh well, whatever works for you. You're the one that's got to wear it, She said, the hardest thing about CPAP is getting people to be compliant with it. Well, I turned off all the heating stuff in it, because I don't like hot air. I don't like it. I turned off the ramp up stuff, so here's the air now. I don't have to sit there and feel like I'm not getting enough air. And then I filled the chamber. I turned off the heat on that, the humidity off. I let the air going over it do the humidity. And I turned off the heated hose for heated air. And I took the chamber and I filled it up with ice. So now when I turn on, I go to bed, it's a nice cool breeze in my face. And it's like breathing in from the freezer on a hot day. For about an hour, After that, I'm asleep, so who cares? Excuse me. But, so I do that, and everything's fine. I'm very compliant. I've heard certain places that, in states, I believe it was California, that if you're on CPAP and you don't take it, they'll cause problems with your driver's license. So I know my mom had some problem with her eyes, and they suspended her license because of it. I didn't even know the eye doctors reported DMV. I mean, it's a good thing, obviously. If you can't see, you shouldn't drive. But I don't know. I did this. I know truckers have problems with that, with CPAP. So anyway, she was happy I was compliant. It was a 5-minute meeting. She said, all right, well, good. Keep up the good work. So I didn't feel the reason to purposely go out and get into a high exposure area. And just cancel it. Maybe I'll do a phone interview. That'd be fine, but I don't want to pay whatever my deductible is for a specialist. I don't know what that costs on my insurance. I don't know. But anyway, I'm probably up about 20 minutes now. Yeah, 24 minutes, 25 minutes. That's enough babbling from this idiot. I think you guys should just be safe and have a great day, and I'm gonna stay away from the news for a while because that stuff will drive me crazy. Plus, I don't really, trust the mainstream media anymore. Everything is the opposite of what I think is real. So, I get my news from alternate sources, unbiased people. Twitter's probably good because it's everybody complaining, but you got to go to both sides of the news because you don't want an echo chamber for your views. You need to make sure that your arguments can stand up against scrutiny. So one station will say, "Oh, this, great, and this and that." The other one will say, "Oh, this is terrible." Well, the truth is going to lie somewhere in between, and you can find people real streaming these events and see what's really going on. But I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna let you go, guys. It's NCP. I hope everybody has a great, safe day and a great year. And I'll be back in a few days to a week or two. And I'll get stuff done. And I'll film stuff I do in between then, and then I'll put those up as videos. But like I said, I'm just focusing on my family and getting everything safe and everything. And the new job's supposed to start here in a couple weeks. I'm getting all kinds of certifications and educating my mind. So there we go. Okay, anyway, have a good one. I babbled long enough. NCP out.